Alright. Hey, hi, hello, howdy folks. Welcome to the stream. Sorry about all the technical workshopping up front. Don't know why. So I figured out one of the reasons why my alerts seem to be hacked recently and not working sometimes. It's because I was still using a browser source version of my alerts, where now there's a built-in version in Streamlabs OBS. And so basically I added the non-browser source. I just used the one that's in the thing, and now the alerts work consistently. But another problem has arisen, and it's that I appear to have double alerts. That's nice. Anyway, welcome to the stream. We're playing Hyper Light Drifter. Let me know how everything sounds, how everything looks, if the game's too low, etc. If more alerts happen and this continues, I think that might just be a starting screen problem. I didn't think I was having the same problem here, but I'm not exactly sure how we'll deal with that, but we'll see. It wasn't too much of a big deal. But yeah, welcome guys. Hope y'all are doing well. Sorry, whoop. There we go. That's what I need. Also, Fos, obviously, thank you for the resub. And apparently it's not actually your anniversary, but you exposed a fatal bug in my thing, so I got to test it. So that was great. Thank you for that. Alright, so we have done north and east, north being probably my favorite area. And we're gonna go west, which is probably one of the harder ones, because that's where we need to go. Yep, gotta go west, and we can't go south because south requires unlocking all of the other areas, or finishing all the other areas first. So, as per usual, we are starting with a SNES pad, and we'll soon give up on it. Is there not a thing here? That sucks. Whoop whoop. Ow. Anyway, hope everybody's doing well today. Man, we could go back to east and get so much shit, but I just don't. I just don't. You have to raise the monument, I think, the requirement. Well, yeah. Yeah, I know. Quote unquote finish west. I'm aware. Thank you though. This is not my first rodeo. The performance may lead you to believe as such, but I've played this game many times. I like it a lot. God, I like it so much. Anyway, West has some of my favorite colors in the game. But definitely don't love it. Just fighting, it's not great. Increase the number of gear bits in the game since it came out, so you can max out your stuff like crazy now. Great. Whoops. Goodbye. Alright, let's remember how to play this game. Let's do it. Have no clue what's happening in this game, but it's so pretty. You don't really need to know much, because this game is presented without any dialogue of any sort. You are just thrown into it, and you are exploring and getting these modules and gear bits. It is suspected that you are sick from a disease, and the things that you are finding will help cure that disease. So out you go into the world, and that's pretty much the whole thing. And you're caught up. See, look, this is the closest we get to, like, dialogue. It's somebody having a speech bubble, and it has a story in it. So there's a big dude, and he has a cool sword. Neat. And we keep him in the cool big dude sword room. Also, let me know if my audio sounds fucked up, because I did my April Fool's stream, which wasn't much of a goof. It was just, like, I remade my overlay from, like, a million years ago, and used that instead of my newer stuff. And I played a really old game that I gave up on a long time ago. Whoa! I didn't mean to do that. Anything going on out here? No? Okay. Well, we just wasted a health pack, so that's great. It's just gravy. It's going so well. But yeah, Jen, don't even worry about it. You really don't need to know much about this game in order to enjoy it. I highly recommend playing it, though. It's super, super fun and very pretty. Definitely challenging. The challenge factor has kept, like, at least one of my friends away from finishing this game. Because they're just like, it's just too hard. I'm like, okay, I get it, I guess. But it's pretty. Oh, I'm gonna die. Hey, that's neat. How about that death thing? I'm not a fan of it. Oh, Lord. Oh, I just tried to do an ability that I don't have. I'm getting thrashed. There we go. That's what I want to see. Wow, we just went through so many health packs in, like, one of the opening combats. So that's good. Your audio is good here. Keep me posted on the game level, too. It seems like it's at an okay level. It's below me, but not too loud. But this game can definitely swell at parts, so we'll see how it goes. Also, I'm going to take off my hoodie. I'm immediately hot. God, this game's so pretty. The animations on the main character in particular, like, if you go back and you look at the, they're just so impressive given how minimal, like, the few amount of, pixels they're working with for the main character. Like, they're just really good. Rabbit Hole of HLD, I saw that. I didn't comment on it because I was like, this seems like, Fos is just drawing on a whiteboard and attaching string to a bunch of different things to me. So I'll just let it be. It's like when you pass that, like, crazy person, that homeless crazy person in Toronto, and you just know that you shouldn't engage with them because then that's just your day or you're gonna die. So I opted out of death. I was like, nah, not today. It was like, what do we say to the god of death? Not today. Time for heck. Oh wait, hang on. You know what I want to do? I want to equip, I'll equip the shotgun. Shotgun's good. All the buttons are weird. Feel weird. This area is so pretty. Like, it's not my favorite area, but the colors are definitely my favorites in the game. It's so fucking pretty. Whoops! Goodbye. Alright, great. Sure, that'll go well. Hey, Chen. What's going on? Does this start us before we got this, the thing that's to the south here? Ow. Was that in the last screen? God, I can't remember. That was so long ago. We can be expected to remember that. How are you today, Chen? Oh wow, that put me very far back. Oh, you know what? I just remembered one of the things that I don't really like about West is that there are pretty large areas, large open areas, that if you die at any point in the main area, you get set back to your progress when you started that big room, essentially, and that sucks. You okay? On my break now. How is you? I'm doing just okay. I am playing Hyper Light Drifter, and that makes everything great. Oh wait, do I have enough keys for this? I sure do. Wow, I'm surprised, because keys are generally the harder collectibles in this game. Let's see what's going on up here. I feel like I'm gonna get attacked by some crystal nonsense. Oh, hey! This isn't some crystal nonsense. What a nice surprise. We don't really have anything to gain from getting those this playthrough because I'm not gonna go do that whole nonsense. It's just not gonna happen. If you feel like looking up the story on the tablets in Hyper Light Drifter, you are more than welcome to. There are resources out there for you. Oh, Lord. As well, each area has 1/4 of the keys. Neat. Wow, that guy just came out swinging from the bushes just because. He didn't even know I was there. He was just living his best life. I'm sorry that I have to cut almost every single bush down. That's just the way I operate. God, I'm so excited for the future of Heart Machine and where they're gonna go with this franchise, given that the new game that they're making is confirmed to exist in the world of Hyper Light Drifter. We're not sure what that means yet. And also just the fucking TV show and what that's gonna look like. Oh, I almost killed a reindeer squirrel. Whoops, that would have been bad. I would have felt guilty. Here comes the swell. Ow. Oh, right, and my guns reset. That's probably the thing that bothers me the most, is that your guns reset. You go off screen. Oh, wait, I actually meant to... Or if you have to reset. Okay. Whoops. Oh! Forgot that at the end of the drift, there is a slide. Oh, you gonna stay behind there? What's the plan, sir? Uh-oh. Very good. Yeah, you better be super set with the guns that you have when you get into an area. And if you change your mind halfway through, you better get used to resetting your guns. You best get used to it. Oh, I don't want to do that just yet. Whoops. Want to go see what's going on in here. Because this was always a very interesting area to me. Given that I don't think there's anything in here. Yeah, there's nothing in here. And you can't attack. You can just get a health pack. And there's just a man here that's frozen in crystal. Have a candy. Here, have a candy. Have they confirmed that what he's throwing is candy? Like, what is it? You know what? They probably wouldn't. Even if it was asked of them, they wouldn't confirm anything. This is just an oddity. Like, it's just a treehouse, and there's a little man in there. He's been frozen. I think there is something in this area, though. Behind the tree. Oh, there it is. I see it. Yep. There it is. There it is. Oh, somebody died at this grave. Rest in peace. And somebody died in their home. What a lovely time. Okay. Ow. Oh yeah. Yelling gum goblins are a whole thing. Man, that crystal regenerates fast. Ah, dang, does it regenerate fast. Oh, hello. Wow, I didn't see you there. Break all things on screen. As is my calling in life. Hey, Crisis, what's going on? Oh good, those emotes are still live. I wonder how far in advance he had to change those in order to get them to go through for April Fool's Day. Oh no. Did I get the deflection power up? I forget. When we played last? That seems like something I would have gotten. We did it. We did it. Oh, I was reading chat. How dare you? I see you've created a Barabara, aka cat dog, but berry, as illustrated and imagined by me. I have regrets. It's very yuck. How does it poop? That's the question. Much like the developers of Hyper Light Drifter, I'm not going to confirm anything. If you have a headcanon, I don't want to take that away from you. So Shotgun is going to fucking help with these guys a lot. They are problem makers, ow. But Shotgun is just a fucking problem solver when it comes to these guys, because they're actually pretty tough. Ow. Oh, I don't have the ability. So like, you could do something neat where like mid-combo you could go through these guys if you have that, that ability that lets you slash through a bunch of enemies. How do I switch weapons? God damn it, every time. That's the ticket. There he goes. I only had to waste one whole health pack on it. And we're locked in here with them. There we go. How Does It Poop was my favorite classic YouTube show. This is living dangerously. Well, that was frustrating. I see you. Wait, what the heck? This thing on the floor says there's a seat. Oh, it's because I'm blocked in. It's because there's still an encounter happening. I see. Oh, wait, no. It's because there's a button, actually, in this zone that I need to press. Oh, Lord. It's about to get real not so good here for me. I'm not a gun guy in this game at all. I so rarely use guns, but this area, like, I found the shotgun to be indispensable. There it is. See ya, Chen. Thanks for popping in for just a little bit. I appreciate it so much. Hope work is okay. Ow. Ow. Ooh. That was lucky, honestly. God, those feel so good to find. They feel so good to find, you guys. And that's just that at the end of the day. That's just its own reward. Doesn't matter what those things do. I don't use them to upgrade anything. This always fucking fucked with me, because you can clearly go up here, but it's just like, oh, what's the point? I don't think that there is one, actually. I think it's just that this is next to a tree and there's not a hitbox to prevent you from coming back here, so. Not that I know of, anyway. Okay, let's go back. I appreciate that the little things on the ground let you know where a gear bit was. So you can be like, oh, right, that's where that gear bit was. We are officially out of health potions. Shit is already rough. We did not start out west terribly good. And we continue to not be very good. Hey, Drew. What's hip happening? Oh, hello. Hey, 3 things. Actually, I think I'm gonna go back to town once we get to a teleport pad and get that one upgrade. Because we may need it. Yeah, because that's not terribly useful in these open areas. And they usually back off, so I can usually get a slash off. Even if it's completely worthless, it makes me feel cool. Which is basically like 90% of the point of this game, is to feel cool. Did I come from here? No. I don't remember killing these men. Wait, I totally did come from here. Oh, I see where I am. I loop back around. Got it. I sure hope shit doesn't respawn. Luckily, stuff does stay dead for a reasonable amount of time in Hyperlight. So, I don't gotta worry about it. Hey, teleport pad, just what I wanted. Wow, we need health. Or we need health packs, rather, not health. Health is about as good as it gets. Okay. Nope. It's not the button that I wanted to do. Buttons are fucked. Holding a SNES controller just makes me think that the button on the right is confirm. And it's not. It's the cancel button. Why does this emote bring me so much joy? I don't know. Because it's just nipple. It's just nips. Ow. Okay. Maybe this is unwise, but we're gonna get the /dash upgrade. Because I like it. And it feels fun to do. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck about optimal play. I just want to play how I want. Should I just redo that whole area instead of... like, because I need health packs. And I have none. Actually, I don't know if health packs would have respawned by now. Possible that they have not. Let's just teleport. Let's just teleport. Whoops. There we go. Man, I'm so glad I learned. I don't know why. I just always assumed in order to do that ability, I had to be on one of these. I don't know. I guess you'd call it a plinth, stone plinth. But yeah, hang on 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna look at my phone because it's blowing up for some reason. Literally nothing is happening. So, we're good. Hey, the Zacatron. How are you? Also, I'm sorry, I just wasted all my... What, on Scratchers? Oh, all your points? Well, that's what happens. That's how gambling gets you. I'm sorry that you're dying inside. I mean, we're all dying inside. That's just science. That's just how it go. That's a thing. No, that's totally a thing. You guys see that thing on the ground there, right? That looks like one of the secret indicators. Oh, here I go. Okay. Right. Okay. Oh, won't let me dash over there. Alright. But I can clearly do something. Yep. I remember, this is a whole fucking thing. I wasn't dying until after. Well, that'll learn you. You are all right. Well, that's great. Uh-oh. Here we go. Here comes the fuck zone. The silence in this area is palpable. Oh! You know what might be worth investigating in the near future is a grenade. Maybe a grenade, though. Hey, Myths, what's going on? Why are you Usain Bolt? Ushan Bolt? I don't actually know how his name's spelled, so... Yeah. Hey, I'm back. I think one of the guys in the arena in town warns you about these guys, probably. But in order to get to the arena in town, don't you have to have literally all the keys? Like, literally all of them? In what world would you have not been here? Already. I think, 3/4? Okay. I, for some reason, thought it was all of them. Man, the invisible floors, the invisible platforms thing is just so simple, but just, like, so rewarding to find those things. Yep, they're all still Bara. It's all Bara here. Oh boy, I don't like this room if I recall. No, I gotta get this money. Very important to me. See you there. Alright, what's going on? What's going on, West? Here we go. Oh, crystal spiders. Oh my god, fuck these guys. Absolute worst. Hopefully I don't get hit by one, but if I... They suck. They do exactly 1 damage, and they also freeze you in a crystal, which is just great. All the keys is 4 rows. Okay. But regardless, it's a large surplus of keys. Oh, whoops, I just slashed apart that dead drifter. Well, what are you gonna do? Yeah? That's what I have to say about that, sir. God, the music... Whoa, the camera was not loving that. Oh, the music in this game, it's so good. Disaster Piece is just a beast. Now. Well, I hecked that up pretty bad. Pretty much the worst that I can. I love that when there's only one left and you just thrashed a bunch of them, he just runs away. Actually, I think you might have had to have been at 1 health in order to run away, which I think is really great. Alright, let's use this 1 health pack. 1 itty-bitty health pack. Alright, things turned around really well. We now have full health packs and full health. So, West is going great. Until at least tomorrow. Yee. What did I miss? Not a ton. Ah, this feels bad. So as you can see, there's a bunch of mans frozen in crystals. And I assume on my first playthrough I just busted through this guy, but I'm gonna go around and leave him there for eternity. Not much. We're exploring West, and we found an amount of modules. We have found 2 modules for West. Aiming for a grand total of 4 before we hightail it out of here. Oh, and also finish beating the boss. Oh, hello. You were part of the big war. You fired a big old crystal gun at a big old Colossus. And then the Colossus crystallized you, or the crystal gun exploded, and you got crystallized. And then a bazillion years later, you broke out of the crystal. You must be having culture shock, my friend. That seems like a rough life. Oh, he's literally Captain America. When you think about it. Get frozen in that ice. Colossus fell on the gun. There's that. That's valid. This is a valid interpretation of events. Long story short, crystals. Yep, gotta charge up those crystals, y'all. You gotta. But evidently, sometimes it backfires. I don't remember if I want to be here yet, but I mean, here we are. Feel a compulsion to destroy these crystals. Even if they will just regrow. No, this area is a whole thing. I don't mind being here at this exact time. But this is going to be a whole gosh dang thing. Can't open any of these yet. No, no, don't have access. Fuck. What's going on back here? This is a big secret. What? There were 4 secret emblems on the floor, which means big secret. I got 1 gear bit. Hey, pal, bro. How's it going? Welcome to Hyper Light Drifter. I'm having fun. Boop. Can we do it now? Nice. Just fuck this whole room up. Why'd I grab that health back? What a waste. What a waste of future health. Oh, I see you. Oh no! I feel bad. Sorry, man. You gotta go. It's really important that I get this Dorito. Oh, you respawned. You're fine. Hyper Light Drifter is a beautiful game. You are correct. It is maybe one of... Oh, that's so cool. So, like, in other areas, when you get those things, it's like, oh, whatever. But in this area, it's clear that it powers some things. Because as soon as you get it, like, you can hear the light shut down. And visually see that it's a bit darker than it was before. Which is neat. Oh, what the heck? I still don't have access? That's bunk. Oh, no! Wait, did I have to not get that until I came over here? There's no way that it would lock me out of content like that, right? 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 I don't remember if you can get in here. You have to be able to. The button is under one of the junk. So it is. Thank you, foes. Why isn't there a fantasy series that actively magically charge crystal? I mean, there's the ancient artifact in Final Fantasy, but you never see them use like batteries. Some AA crystals for you, flashlights. I guess that's what Kyber crystals are in Star Wars, right? AA Kyber crystals for your lightsaber, right? Does that make sense? Mega Man Legends is a very good example, foes. I can't believe that wasn't my first answer. Yeah, that's literally what reactors or refractors are. The power source in Mega Man Legends is refracting light by spinning crystals at high speeds. Man, I learned some shit about Mega Man Legends, not recently, but like when I was doing my LP of Mega Man Legends, and it's not overtly stated in the game. But it's like, oh, hey. I was like, man, it's super interesting. Mega Man Legends has a fucking super interesting story and world. for anyone who hasn't played it. And towards the end of the game, you learned that an entity from this civilization is calling everyone, all the humans, he's calling them carbons. And so I looked up what carbons is, and it turns out that every fucking creature in Mega Man Legends is not, strictly speaking, organic. There's some version of synthetic thing. It's very near. It's incredibly cool and not really explored in the games that much. Or this is just what I read on the wiki. I don't know how accurate it is. It could have been edited. Who's to say? I just assume carbons was shorthand for carbon-based life forms, which is just like humans, you know? So, why did I check my map? I know my map doesn't help. Ow. The way hit the target with the west is tricky, but you can do it now. Let's see, maybe head crystals too. That's true. Do they have battery crystals in Atlantis? Oh yeah, you're right. I remember that. The necklaces. What was this about a target? I don't recall what you mean, because my brain is poo-poo. Ow. Oh! There was a target at some point. Who's to say where it was? Oh. Other Kun guy who talks to you? Thought so. Can you guys, like, not, though? Hey, here's a thought. Here comes a thought. Maybe don't. Anyway, Mega Man Legends is interesting. Please play Mega Man Legends. Please support the official release. Ow. Ow. Got to go. All right, see you, Myths. Thanks for hanging out. You have a good one. Oh! Where'd that third guy go? Oh, is he? Oh, he's clipping into that tree. Wow, he's a wily one. Holy shit. Very active, that boy. Oh, good. Crystals. God. Oh god. I always forget that these guys actually do damage, because they do 1 damage, and for some reason their attack noise doesn't feel very impactful, and what they do when they attack you is already detrimental enough to your safety that they don't even need to do 1 damage, but god, they can tear your shit up really quickly if a lot of them get at you. Alright, yes. Oh, I see. Yep. I'm bad at drifting. Oh, hello, sir. You're new. Yep. Oh, no. Everything's bad. Oh, no. Oh, I just dashed right into my death. Fuck. Hey, Vizzo, day going okay? Day's going fine. Didn't do much today. I did like almost nothing, and I felt really bad about it the whole day. Like not even like, oh, I watched a bunch of like things that I've been meaning to catch up on or something, but like, why is this open now? Is this open presuming that I hit the thing in the next area? Because that didn't happen. I just did nothing. There's just nothing. I guess I went on a walk. That's a thing that I technically did. It wasn't like anything drastic or life-changing, but the thing that happened. But thank you for asking. Yeah, my day's fine. Nothing much to report. I think I attempted to do art and then promptly gave up because my wrist is feeling a little bit heck today. Ah! Whew. Come at me, Warves. No, don't come at me. I lied. Please stay a great deal away from me. That would just be ideal. My god. I'm whiffing it. Oh, it's hacked. You know what this would be a great time for? That, if they were all lined up, but what are you gonna do? So about your wrist. It's okay. It'll recover in time. I just have to. Don't know why he didn't hit me, actually. For all intents and purposes, I absolutely should have gotten hit by that nonsense. Like, for sure. That was a bit odd. Alright, I'll take it. But yeah, just tried to get some work done on potential branding stuff for a thing, and didn't get very far. Didn't do any commissions today. Feeling very stuck on my current commissions, but I don't know. That's just what happens. Sometimes I finish a commission in like 2 days, or like a night, essentially a day and a night, and then sometimes it's like, oh, sorry, I'm a terrible artist, and I will spend a great deal wondering why this isn't working. What are you gonna do? Middle of a day to do nothing. Yeah, that's valid. I'm lucky in that I can do that. But like I said, I literally nothing. Like, I wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna watch the rest of Game of Thrones that I need to watch. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna sit on my computer screen blankly and basically not have cognitive functions. Okay, let's go back and hit the target, even though, like, I probably don't really need to. Started a new job yesterday, so I'm feeling blah. Oh no! Well, I hope you're doing okay at your new job. I'm sure it'll, everything will iron out as you get more acclimated to it. But, good luck on your new job. You ever feel like drawing or creating in general is life-fulfilling and consuming media is just temporary pleasure? That happens to me. Life-fulfilling and consuming media is just temporary. Yes, specifically consuming media, for me is distraction. And I consume media literally all the time. Like, I'm almost always listening to a podcast or watching a video or something. And it just prevents me from critically thinking the way that I used to have to force myself to. What the heck? I don't remember where Racken is. Ow. Well. Definitely not down those stairs. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, I should stop just watching and listening to stuff constantly because it's not productive. But at the same time, it's just so easy to just fall into, oh hey, I'll just get distracted by this thing for X amount of time, and then everything will be great. Ow. Yep. Don't remember where that raccoon guy is that we were gonna shoot a target with, so he's dead forever. Oh, is he literally down here? Excuse me, server. He's literally down here. Yes. Because, like, art is one of the most rewarding things I can do. Like, I love to create, but I get legitimately super upset when I try and create, and most of the time when I create, I have a very time pressure and physical limitation on the time that I have to create, and it's incredibly frustrating for me. So, like, as much as I'd love to just draw all the time, I physically can't. It hurts to do, and that's infuriating to do. Oh, I hate it. It sucks so much. Everybody take care of your physical stupid meat sacks. They're really important. It's just the way it is. Nobody fucking told me, hey, great, I'm about to, okay, I was about to get combo killed, and almost did, so. Just nobody was fucking doing digital art around me when I started digital art, and nobody was telling me to take care of my wrist or just take care of myself. At no point in any art class was somebody like, hey, do stretches, take breaks. Like, that was never something that was prevalent back when I was doing art. I don't feel like it's become prevalent until very recently. And so I will yell at my art friends to do the same, to take care of themselves, because it's so important. Because I didn't know. I just didn't know. I was like, oh, I can just draw forever. Like, of course, in retrospect, it's like you're a human and, like, you have a limitation. But when you don't have that pain feeling when drawing, like I have all the time now, you just feel like you can do anything. You can do anything forever for any amount of time without stopping, and that's just the way it's gonna be. And it's frustrating because, like, the art that I put out, like, basically the sacrifice that I made on my physical well-being to start doing digital art, like, that's when I started really getting into art, was I was excited by this new medium, and I just went headlong into it without really any breaks, which was not smart. God damn it. And I can't, like, look back and be like, well, it was worth it. Like, maybe if I did something, like, super cool and, like, I hurt myself doing it or whatever, it'd be like, oh, well, I sure did fuck up my body permanently, but, like, you know what? I made a cool thing. No, all my art from when I started digital art is an absolute trash fire. It was not worth the pain and the permanent damage that it put on myself, so. What are you gonna do? Do I just... Oh, okay. Anyway, sorry for the downer hour with Inviso Guy. You could probably legitimately hear that I'm upset about that. It's just because I am. I hate that shit. I'm super mad that I put myself through that. Hey, don't do it. It might seem like everything's great now. If you're a young artist and you can draw forever, don't take advantage of that. You need to take breaks. Take advantage of it in that, like, you should draw a lot. Even if I take breaks, there's, like, a lingering pain that never goes away. And it sucks. Okay, is this just where I live now, or, like... Jesus Christ. Ugh. I'm sorry, I wish there was something I could do for you. It's fine. Don't even fret. I was an idiot and didn't go to physio, and, like, at this point I'm too scared to get it looked up on more. Like, I do stretches all the time now. I don't feel like physio is going to tell me anything I don't know. I feel like physio is going to tell me something that I don't want to hear, basically. Which is, oh, this is super big permanent and you'll never recover. And I'd rather just keep on trucking at this point. It's not a healthy mentality, but that's just the way it is. It was just me being an idiot, so don't feel bad for me, because it's 100% on me. Hey, Herbalife Drifter's pretty good though, huh? How about that? How about that nonsense? It's a pretty good game, right? It's pretty neat. Probably you learn and the skill you obtain from all the practice. I mean, most of the skills that I've learned and the artistic growth, like, I get what you're trying to say. And I appreciate that. Yeah, like, I did learn that, hey, maybe I shouldn't do that type of thing. And strain myself so hard. It's definitely a valuable learning experience, but I definitely didn't learn a lot of good art practices during that time, in terms of actually, like, the content of my art. Oh right, gift subs are weird and don't continue. Andrew McFrando is continuing the gift sub they got from Rad Retrospect Games. Andrew McFrando, thank you. Thank you. Thanks. There's not an alert for that, and I apologize. But what are you gonna do? Alright, where to? I think we gotta go north from the teleportation place. No problem, you're cool. Aw. No, you're cool. Take that. Haha. I get the last laugh. Hoo hoo hee hee. I did it. Those were my laughs, and they were last. Daw shucks. Man, you know what I was thinking about last night? I was talking with my friend Queen Chrisu about Kingdom Hearts. Oh my jeezum. Palbro fella, thank you so much for the 11 bits. Those 11 love bits. Thank you so much. I was talking to my good friend Queen Chrisu last night about Kingdom Hearts 3, as we have talked about many times before. And I didn't make this sentiment known, but it occurred to me while we were talking about it, like, even if both of us have big fucking problems with that game, I think I have gotten my value, even for the limited edition, which was like $110 Canadian or something. I have gotten my value back in how often I have talked to other people about Kingdom Hearts 3. And a bunch of different things that entails. I have just absolutely gotten my money's worth in terms of like discussion topic, which I think is an interesting point of value to assign to a thing. Oh lordy KH, I'ma love this. No, I don't have much to say on stream. I'll eventually stream that game, but I am waiting until DLC comes out for it. Like, I'm not gonna stream it now because I know I'm gonna replay when DLC comes out anyway, so there's not really much of a point of replaying it now. And I wouldn't really want to. I'm tempted to replay it because of all the like Sleeping Realm theories and shit like that, and I want to really like dive back in there and be like, oh wait a minute, this all checks out. And see for myself. But I'll eventually definitely stream through that game when DLC is added. Count on it. Ah. Do we know what the DLC is? We know that there will be, I think rumor has it that there will be free DLC that will add a couple of things. So it's akin to the Final Mix versions of Kingdom Hearts, if you're not familiar with what Final Mix was. Way back in the day, back when magazines were the prevalent carrier of information, or at least the most accessible for most people. There was a little thing that Japan always got called Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, and it was released, I think, usually like a year after each Kingdom Hearts. Not every single Kingdom Hearts game, but Kingdom Hearts 1 got a Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts 2 got a Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories got Chain of Memories, which isn't technically a Final Mix, but it was a functional remake that was released afterward. And basically those versions like change a couple of things and add a couple different story beats that just make it like very appropriately. It's like the final mixing. Like they refined it. They put all the things that they want to into it, which seems dumb. So basically we're gonna get an update version of that, which will be cool. So I want to see what that entails. And I think there will be paid story stuff, as far as I'm aware. That's what I have heard. I don't know how true that is. You can fact check me on all that, because I'm certain that a bunch of it is not accurate. Oh, that's literally where I came from. Guys, I don't know what it is about Hyperlight Drifter. My brain turns off. There is something about exploring these spaces that it's just none of the information sinks in. And I have a lot of fun exploring them, but like, I just don't remember where I've been and stuff. And they sell it all again. Well, yeah, that would be the case back in the day, but like, they're not gonna sell a Final Mix version, because given the technology available to people back in the day when there was discs that you sold at a fucking retail store and people rented at Blockbuster, you could only deliver that type of content to them one way, and that was to re-release your game. Or get an add-on pack or whatever the fuck. Maybe I should shoot these guys, huh? Maybe shoot these guys though. There's a thought. Maybe shoot them. And now you could just update the game and get that stuff in there. So there wouldn't be much cause for properly re-releasing the game. Although I wouldn't be surprised if that happened at some point. Because of course. Oh man, I was talking to a 22-year-old that didn't know Blockbuster yesterday. What? I don't believe you. I'm not that much older than 22. That doesn't seem likely to me. But like, I remember I should have stopped being surprised at this stuff when I was in a grade under me's photography class, and we were handed our physical photography machines, cameras that used actual film, without the film on them, just to like get a feel for the machine and like what all the functions were and stuff. And then like this girl behind in the back row, like these kids are 1 year younger than me. I'm in a class that's younger than I am. This is in high school. A girl behind me raises her hand and she's like, "How do we see the pictures that we took?" And I was like, what the fuck? Is that how close that generational gap is behind me? That this is the person that these are the people who don't know what film cameras are, and that they just have always known digital cameras? That's so bizarre. So yeah, I should have stopped being surprised at that stuff when that happened, but alas, what are you gonna do? I'm only 29 and I remember Blockbusters and stuff. I'm younger than that and I remember Blockbusters and stuff. 22 seems like they should absolutely remember Blockbusters. So that means they were born in what, 90... math is really hard. 97? They should absolutely remember what those are. Whatever. I can't assume. Maybe their brain is poo-poo like mine is now, so they weren't processing that information back then. Did I do it? I feel like I just turned around and maybe didn't explore everything. Gotta remember, it's not one generation to another on that sharp of a line. Every generation has morons. That's true. Also, like, some people might have just had parents that were, like, on the bleeding edge of, like, technology, and they just might have had digital cameras, their whole lives. Even when, like, film cameras were way more prevalent. Sorry that I'm backtracking here, guys, because as usual, oh, I see what happened. This body covered up the thing that clearly displays that this is a elevator. So I just moved on with my life. So we're gonna get this health pack, and then we're gonna move on with our lives. Also, hello, Andrew. Plus I live sort of in the country, so I can see that. Just get to a teen and they tell you, oh, that's the save button. Oh my god, yeah. That's the thing, right? There's a couple of idioms and, like, symbols that just aren't gonna mean anything to people in the future, potentially. It's just gonna become the save icon. Like, one of the things that fucks me up is, like, you'll still see this every now and again, depending on, like, where you're getting this piece of technology, but, the phrase, roll down your window, is born of the actual function that you had to do to roll down a window. But now everyone just has electronic windows, so you just push a button and it goes down. And it never occurred to me that, like, oh, that's just a thing that people say, and it's just not gonna mean anything. It'll just mean it's the thing that we've decided is the thing to say for Windows, and we never adjusted it. I don't need this health pack yet. Huh, true, yeah. Technically it should be crank. Well, yes. Technically it should be hit a button and have the electronic bullshit in the car do the thing for your window, which doesn't roll off the tongue as much, or crank off the tongue as much, but, you know. Hey, can I not get squished? That'd be super cool. This seems like a secret place. It's not. It's not a secret place. It's just a stopper for this giant squisher cube. Lower the window. Vertically transform that window into a lower position. God, fuck these things. Boop. Go away, things. Thanks. Hey, buddy. You want a tango? Oh boy, he does. I don't know how I didn't get hit by that, actually. We should probably go back to town and get the grenade. But we'll just see how this plays out. Why'd I do that? There's no point. Maybe even winch? I suppose. I don't know. It's just interesting. It's just interesting to me, like, seeing what people who are younger than you know or don't know. Especially because we're in this era of things, like, changing really quickly. Like, there's stuff that my parents know about that, like, I'd be very not privy to. Like, stuff that I've heard of, but I wouldn't functionally know how things worked. Like, I don't know. What's a good example? Probably a pager? Like, I know what it does, and I get the premise, but, like, I don't really know that much about them, you know? Fax machines. For some fucking reason, we still use those. God damn it, we have scanners. Please, dear God. Please move on. Future kids won't understand life without Wi-Fi. I mean, if Wi-Fi, and I'm not like, I don't know the fucking tech that's going into Wi-Fi, like, I think that a hardwired connection is still going to be Wi-Fi most of the time. Like, maybe that won't be true in the future, but like, I mean, a hardwired connection just makes sense if you want consistency, but I don't know. Anything could change. I understand what you're saying. Wi-Fi is wireless. A hardware connection isn't Wi-Fi. I know. I wasn't saying that. Is that what it sounded like I was saying? The point I was trying to make is that, like, given the opportunity, Wi-Fi, sure, it'll get great. It could potentially get really good. But I think if you really want to have quality and consistency, you will always want a hardwired connection. But I don't know what the future holds. Oh, Jesus. I thought we were done, and then I got crystallized. No, you're right. Wired will always trump Wi-Fi. I mean, maybe it'll just become more prevalent, and then we'll just adopt that, and then we won't know. Like, Wi-Fi will become as good as, like, current hardwired, and then it'll just be like, well, why? Why would we do anything else? And I suppose I would agree. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, no. I'm gonna die over here. Do I know where I am? I'm in the jungle, baby. I'm gonna die. I mean, the kids won't understand what life was before the internet. Got you. That feels like it already happens. I feel like I was, like, really close to the, like, last one of those generations. Although, like, depending on somebody's upbringing, they might just be raised without internet to start with. Like, part of me thinks that, like, if I had kids, I know I probably, when it comes to it, I probably wouldn't be like, oh, you can't use internet until you're 10. Because that's just hard. But part of me wants to think that I would do that. But, like, then they'd just be growing up with kids who would be, like, using internet all the time and literally have cell phones in their pockets, and it's like, yeah, that wouldn't check out. They'd still be using internet regardless of what I said or did in my household. There was life before the internet? Who knew? It's crazy. How did you buy things online? Well, you read a thing in a magazine, and then you wrote your information on a postcard, and then you asked for the thing, and then they sent the thing a million years later. Basically. I keep checking my map like it's gonna help. The map in this game is not helpful for me. Right, been here. Right. Oh, look at all these health packs. Wow. Let's get those. Ah! Those are stairs. They go down. Oh, that looks like some shit that we want to get up to. Let's go find out what's going on over there. Ow. Honestly, hitting a wall and wiping the fuck out is preferable to falling off an edge, taking big damage. What? Okay, we back. Sorry about that, guys. I got very, very abruptly interrupted. But I want to take a break and do a pee anyway, so we good. Anyway, being quote-unquote old, am I right, folks? Where am I? What is my life? Where am I? Actually, where am I? I don't remember what my goal is. I wanted to go tango with some guys. I think they're up in this region. So, gotta loop back around, maybe. Whoops. Ow. Wait, didn't I come from here? I sure did. How would I get over there? Ow. Ow. Yeah, like down there, it looks like a party down there. I don't want to be a part of it. Doesn't look like I can get in from the sides, so... Secret? Oh, I see. Oh, look at that. I found that completely by accident. Hello. Can you not... Okay, we did it. I'm so smart. So good. This is a room. Oh no. Oh no, everything's bad. Everything's great. I don't know why anybody would panic. Ow. Alright, gonna head out. See ya, Andrew. Thanks for hanging out. You have a good one. These guys give me the vibes of the crystal aliens from Ben 10. I am not familiar enough with Ben 10. But, I'm sure that's a valid feeling that you are getting. Ben 10 is... You know what, I was gonna say it's past my generation, but that's not true. I think it's just I didn't have the channel to watch it on, so... That show and franchise completely passed me by. So, what are you gonna do? Birds. Normal birds, not shadow judgment birds. Hate judgment birds. They're the worst. God, they're so bad. Ah, heck. Can't get down there. Oh. You guys ready for Spike Town? Ow. Ouch. Oh no! You can get comboed into a bunch of those spikes. Oh no! And then comboed off the world, which isn't great. Jesus! That is very broken, Link. That's correct. Thank you for trying, though. Jeez, I'm crow. I get back via this direction. Don't... Oh. Oh, I just sort of skipped a thing. Whoops. Hey, I should probably heal before going through this place, because, yep. That one works? Okay. Give me a sec. Give me a hot second. Give me a quick hot sec. Ah! Well, really glad I healed. Definitely used the whole thing. Yeah, I was gonna say, I skipped this part. It's the doggy. It's a literal diamond dog. Yay, doggy. Ow. Guardian, what's wrong? Oh, Jesus. Thank you, Guardian. He's not looking so hot. Love you, buddy. Stay strong. You still kick these guys' asses, am I right? Ooh. Let me look at this link. Ah, I see. I see it. I see it. Well, yeah, we're definitely gonna make a stop back in town. If and when we reach a teleportation or a shortcut. Actually, we might finish out this area before we reach another teleporter. Because usually there's only one per area, if I recall. I don't think this is anything, but I like to just see. And there's nothing. Whenever I, like, rub up against an edge, like this, and do this little animation as Drifter, I'm like, oh, it's Michael Jackson. Oh, did I just fuck myself? Just fuck myself. This is gonna be challenging to get back. What? Yep, here we go. This is how and when I die. Wasn't worth it. Gonna play Yoshi's Crafted World? Probably not. It looks super cute or whatever, but I'm just gonna kill myself. Probably not. Probably not. It's a game, a Nintendo game is $90, and I will probably get like just a little bit of wholesome entertainment out of it, and then I'll be like, oh, cool, I beat that game in an amount of time. Cool. Where's my $90? Oh, it's gone? Oh, alright. Not to say that it won't be a good game, because I'm sure it's great. It looks super cute and very charming. But in particular, I definitely don't even like the crafted aesthetic as much as I like the Woolly World aesthetic. And Woolly World, I waited until it went on sale, and also, what is it? Crafted World, like, Woolly World is almost one-to-one Yoshi's Island, like, in terms of game feel. That's maybe an exaggeration, but it's really close. And Crafted World is not. And I want most Yoshi games to be that, which is an unrealistic expectation, but I enjoy it. It calms me down when I'm playing. Oh, no, I have no doubt. I don't want to sound like I'm disparaging somebody who's enjoying Crafted World. It seems super charming and really fun. But it's not what I'm looking for in a game at this exact second, you know? Oh, wow. That music is foreboding. He's apparently Diamond Head. I remember this fucking area, which is not a good sign. My description, just telling you I like it. Well, that's good. I'm glad you like it. I liked Yoshi's Woolly World like a lot, but at the end of the day, the direction on just kind of aimlessly collecting gems, I don't remember how Crafted World is. Crafted World actually does have collectibles in the Poochies that you go back for, which is neat. But Woolly World left me wanting because the crystals didn't really feel like they meant anything when you collected them, so I don't remember if there's an equivalent in Crafted World, because there was a demo and I played it and I was expecting to like, because just based on what I was looking at when I saw the trailers, I was like, this isn't gonna feel close enough to Yoshi's Island, but it was actually pretty close. It's just the egg throwing is a bit more casual. Oh right, this gear bit. Is it worth it? Probably not. Oh, I thought I had 2 health. Hey, guess what? It wasn't worth it. We're gonna have to refight everything here, aren't we? I fucking hope not. Yep. Yep, we sure are gonna have to refight everything in there. That's gonna be a good time. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like the next Nintendo games I'm excited for, like, don't even have release dates. Which is kind of frustrating. Metroid Prime 4, we can safely assume that it's almost starting from scratch. Why did I grab that health pack? Because they were very public about how it wasn't meeting their expectations, which was super cool of them to do. I actually think it was very cool of them to publicly announce, like, hey, basically we've been working on this game and it's not meeting our expectations of what we think this franchise should be, so we're going to go work with the team who originally worked on the Prime trilogy, and get them to help with Prime 4. So that game is basically starting again. Even if the logo reveal was literally, we are working on this, it is safe to assume that they have started over at some point between that logo reveal and us hearing about them teaming up with the original team of the Prime trilogy. So that could be literally like 2 years away. We just don't know. I really hope that they reveal or announce or shadow drop the Metroid Prime trilogy on Switch, because according to some people at Nintendo, it is just done. It's just done. It's been ported. It's ready. But like the timing of it, I imagine they want to like know when Prime 4 is happening and then get people's anticipation for that to get them to buy the Prime trilogy. So that's one of the games that I'm looking forward to. I'm mostly looking forward to Pokemon and again, honestly, Metroid Prime trilogy on Switch. Aside from those things, I can't think of something. Unless there's some... Oh, Link's Awakening remake. I will absolutely stream that day one. I am down. Yeah, turn the GG throwing to auto throw, and you can't spit Shy Guys. You just eat them. Yeah. It's actually, like, it felt a lot closer than I was expecting it to, Crafted World, to what I wanted a Yoshi game, this Yoshi game to be. But it's still, I don't think it's top priority for me. I'll grab it on sale maybe someday. That said, I've been saying that about ARMS, but I haven't grabbed ARMS a single time that it's been on sale. Even though I still do want to own that game, because I've had fun with the test punches. What are games that people are excited for? Because help remind me what video games are going to exist in the future that do not right now. And I just know Pokemon will have a Teapot Pokemon and make it overpowered. Well, they gotta. There's a couple key points they gotta hit, right? There's gotta be a Corgi Pokemon. There's gotta be a Loch Ness. Maybe. I don't know. I'm super interested in Pokemon Sword and Shield. I'm tentative about it because I don't think it's gonna be a massive departure from what we've seen from them in the more recent 3D games, when I think a lot of people are expecting the first 3D game to be kind of a lot. What? Hang on. Okay. Sorry. I'm sure I'll play it and I will like it because I enjoyed Sun and Moon, and those games were just the same 3D stuff, more or less. It was very good. All the characters were super charming in Sun and Moon. And I liked the villains a lot. And I liked a lot of the new Pokemon in Sun and Moon. So I'll play the next thing. Wait, are we supposing that Nessie is going to be a Pokemon? I mean, we already have like Lapras is basically a Nessie stand-in. But yeah, like something like that. Some kind of lake monster. I mean, you gotta have something. You gotta get some sort of cultural thing that's recognizable, right? Like for America, how they took one of your most iconic features, trash, and made it into a Pokemon. That was a joke, by the way. I don't want that to seem malicious. I actually really fucking like Shrubbish. Shrubbish is like one of my favorite Pokemon designs from Black and White. Everybody like hates on him, but I really like Shrubbish and the evolved form, which is Garbodor. I really like them. They're super charming. They're more interesting than fucking Muck. So. Bagpipe Pokemon? I mean, I'd be down. It's like a snake, but like it's got a balloon body and a bunch of different heads. We did get an Afro cow too, did you? In Black and White, there was an Afro cow? I don't seem to remember that. I might not have encountered it because I only played Black. So. How are you, Vibs? Still not going by that name, but thank you for asking. I'm doing good. Just bullshitting about Pokemon. Was there anything over here? I feel like oh, there was a gear bit. So there's that. But it always fucked me up that there wasn't really anything here aside from a health pack. Feels like there should be more. You know? Jeezum. Hey, guys. Can you guys not post busted links? That'd be cool. Like, I'm sure you didn't know before you posted it, but that's happened twice tonight. And it's just a lot. Alright. At least I'm not the only one. You are not alone in this endeavor. Ah, fuck. Okay. Back to the fray. Where are we going? Left? Oh, come on! I did my whole slash and I didn't get a single one of them. That's frustrating. There we go. I'm getting it back. Take it back now, y'all. Now, y'all. Ugh, speaking's hard. Why don't you like Vibs? Because it's not my name. It's not even close. I am firmly satisfied with the pet names that my friends along the way have established for my screen name, because originally it was hard. People calling me Invis and Inviso. Inviso's fine, actually. And Guy was a bad one, but I am firmly planted in liking the nicknames of Viz and Viso. Vibs, isn't it? Lampoon, please stop. Uh... I hate being the fun police, but I just don't like being called things that I don't go by. That's all. And originally I thought it was, and I'm not sure if it still is or not, but originally I thought it was typos and autocorrects, but you seem to consistently do it, and I'm letting you know now that I don't like it. I would much prefer being called Vizzo, unless your autocorrect is super fucking you all the time. And then I get it. I am getting close to the climax of this area. Is this game almost over? Looks like you're hitting the climax. Yeah, this is only the third area. Out of 4, basically. This is not the climax. This is just this area's finale area. So. Why, you don't like Hyper Light Drifter? You want it to be over, huh? Huh? I see how it is. You Hyper Light hater. I mean, it's... a sign of endearment kind of has to be approved both ways, though, in my opinion. Like, if you call someone shitlord and they think you're just calling them a shitlord, and you think it's endearing, but they think you're being mean, like, that doesn't really track. You know? Like, that's not a perfect metaphor, but I don't like being called a thing that I don't go by. That's it. Hey, shitlord. Well, see, then, Chrissy, you're breaking down my whole thing. Because you're, like, basically allowed to call me shitlord, because you're my Canadian friend. And we shit on each other all the time. Like it, just don't know the plot. There isn't much of a plot to Hyper Light Drifter. Hyper Light Drifter is, wait, are we talking about Hyper Light Drifter? Hyper Light Drifter is very much what you make of it. Hyper Light Drifter is beautiful in that it is incredibly minimalistic storytelling. Music in this area is so good, I agree. It's some very good music. Oof. Come at me, bros. Oh, they came at me. They did literally what I asked them to. God, yeah, the music in this area is so good. It's just constantly swelling. So good. It's true we do, but we've also been friends for literally aeons in internet times. It's true. It true. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to sound like I'm harping on you, Lampoon, but it's just I just want to let you know that like I don't like being called that. And if it's on your end you think it's a term of endearment, like your heart is in the right place, but I am here to let you know definitively that I don't like being called that. Thank you for being understanding. If you are being understanding. Hyper Light Drifter, you're dying, you need pink tetrahedrons. That's basically the whole thing. You got it. You're pretty much 100% caught up. Like, literally, this game has no dialogues and no cutscenes. Well, unless you count the quote-unquote, like, image cutscenes as cutscenes or dialogue. In which case, it has both. It has both and all of those things. The only way story is really told is through images that characters tell you. And that's it. Aside from tutorials, there is no text in this game, which is super cool. Where the fricky heck? I guess I probably get over there from the right then, not from here. Seems that way. Ow. 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 Anyway, welcome, Chrisu. Also, welcome, Fascularia. I didn't say hello to you, but I believe you were a new entry. There we go. That's what I want to see. Wow, we have a lot of gear bits. Oh, hello there. Did you smell me putting my hands on your gear bits? Well, it has an intro. That's true. And those intros and outro cutscenes are phenomenal. I was actually contemplating not playing the Drifter playthrough. I was gonna do alternate Drifter because I didn't want to show people those amazing cutscenes because I wanted them to experience them themselves. But what are you gonna do? So good. Such good intros. And outros. Don't need that. Ow. Wait, is there shit going on up? Ow. Ow. Oh my god, that bird was pecking at that dead body. Yucko. Ow. Oh lord. Getting pretty dire here. It's getting pretty dire with these wolves. Hat. Ugh. One of my favorite Steam reviews of Hyper Light Drifter was like something akin to, it looks like there are animal characters, not sure if furry game. We'll report back. It was really funny to me. Furry game confirmed. I mean, there's a lot of animal races in this game. Drifter is like the only, I'm trying to think. Drifter is the only real humanoid-esque, race, it seems. Oh, we never talked to the drunk guy in town. I forgot. Whoops. We should talk to him, unless he's dead. He's probably not dead. He's probably not dead. He might be dead. I mean, to be honest, after this, we literally might play, like, when and if we wrap up Hyper Light Drifter tonight, and I feel, like, up to the task, we might check out Lovers of Aether, which is the dating sim that the Rivals of Aether guys put out on April Fools, and it's just a free dating sim. So, speaking of furries, we might get into some shit later tonight. But we'll see. We still have a whole area to go. Hey, this is a boss door. And Guardian, he seems human. Yeah, it's hard to say. We don't know what's going on under his mask. He seems humanoid, so he could be anything, right? Oh god. Ow. Dang it. First try. Hey, Scaredy. Whoops. Hey, second try. Dang. That's some shit right there. Well, this game's pretty. Yeah, if you aren't familiar with Hyper Light Drifter, I highly recommend looking into it. Hyper Light Drifter is fucking fantastic. And it's gorgeous. Baba is Vizzo, Vizzo is Drifter, Drifter is Die. That's pretty accurate. I still need to grab that game. I'll grab it on sale sometime. I feel like if I miss like a launch window for a game, like a general like, oh, everybody's playing this game because it's new and everybody's playing it right now and I can talk to people about it. If I miss that window, I'm okay with just waiting until a sale someday. But that's definitely one of the windows of time, like when a game launches, where I can just potentially bandwagon onto a game and grab it. Otherwise, I'm usually down to wait for a sale. It at first glance reminds me of Demon Tower from Night in the Woods. I am not familiar enough with Night in the Woods, as I haven't played Night in the Woods. But I do know what Demon Tower is. It's the video game in Night in the Woods. It's also awesome. This is also true. Can confirm. Hyper Light Drifter is awesome. Why is this game getting sad? Oh, because of the... I feel like I'm desensitized to all the, hey, I'm dying sort of stuff. Because I've played this game enough times where I'm like, oh, that thing's happening again. And I just tune it out of my brain. Yeah, Drifter is very sick. We gotta find a cure for his thing. It's very dark in here. Don't love it. Gotta say, not in love with this whole light level thing. Just like in Destiny. Not really a fan of that whole light level thing. Someday I'll play that game again. Like I said, if there's ever a sale, I'll get those expansions. Actually, I have the first two, but I only finished the first one. And even then, like, I'd lost interest like halfway through. And I was like, just like, I fucking have to finish the story of this expansion because maybe it's good. It was just okay. It was a lot of jumping through triangular areas and your ghost saying, the reality of the universe is completely fucked. And you're like, oh, okay, cool, great. This was the tablet that I missed this past time through the game. And why are games afraid of some badass colors like this? I don't know. I think it's becoming way more common that, I was gonna say characters. Games are using color palettes more akin to this type of neon stuff. But yeah, Hyper Light Drifter has an amazing color palette. Honestly, like, one of my favorite art directions in games. How do I get over there? Seems like a place I need to be. Whoops. Whoops. Whoops! Don't remember how to be. Or not to be. I didn't care for Destiny 2 and didn't see the first. I mean, honestly, the first you didn't miss much. I didn't play any of the DLCs for the first one, so don't get on my butt about it. I only played base game Destiny. It was fine. It wasn't great. I was expecting very cool and interesting ideas, given the premise is so immediately interesting to me. Hey, we just fucking found this giant floating orb on Mars. What the fuck? And then magic. What? Pardon? Okay. Alright, sure. I'm actually mad that I don't know where I'm going. Oh, okay. Well then. I'm starting to think that Destiny is becoming the default game design, a sci-fi loot shooter where you have a jetpack. Yeah, I mean, in Destiny you don't really have a jetpack, you have magic, but I understand what you're saying. It's not an inherently bad premise, but I don't know. You gotta do more than just be Destiny. Be Destiny, but X. Destiny, but you're Iron Man. Oh, okay. So that probably is gonna go well, right? It went poorly. For loot shooting, I like it well enough. It depends on the game, really. It super depends on the game. Did I just teleport the fuck out of here? Why would I stay around? Also, I couldn't get into that area. Yeah, we don't need to stick around. I'm not here to fucking collect every single thing that this game has to offer. Yeah, we're just gonna teleport back to the town. Sorry. Yeah, we're gonna teleport back. Yeah, I was reading that before the stream, actually. It's huge. I was like reading it and then I was just getting lost in it. I was like, man, this article has to be almost over. And then I looked at the scroll bar and I was like, holy shit, this article is not almost over. So I'll read more of it later. Okay, hey guys, are you ready for the worst boss in the game? Because we're about to fight them. Also, let's get maximum potion thing. Oh shit, that costs 3? Fuck. We'll get it. Drive a hard bargain, Ratman. I played a game whose aesthetic I adored this morning. What game was that? Was it Hyper Light Drifter? Because I understand. We're gonna get 1 grenade. Okay, we should probably go... There he is. Hey, buddy. We haven't even talked to this guy this whole fucking game. I was an adventurer like you. I had a knapsack, and I was going to bring presents to all the little girls and boys of this city. And then a whole bunch of shit-ass shopkeepers were like, yo, dog, give me your shit. Why do I look like Finn from Adventure Time in this shot? And then they beat the ever-living fuck out of me and took all my shit, and it was terrible. And now I drink. That's his story. It's Baobab's Mausoleum Chapter 1. Wow. Okay, let's go fight the final boss, everybody. Is the guy in the middle of the gun store... What? Store owner? What? I'm confused by that sentence, folks. Gun store owner? Probably. Yeah, it's this guy. I understand what your sentence meant now. I never get gun upgrades because I so rarely use guns. Oh, I guess here, since we're in this shop anyway. Look at all the things. Look, it's an NES zapper thingy. And another NES related thing. Look at them all. I think those are also references on the back. Not clear to me. It had a cool pixel style, and you could have a really cool VHS filter over it that actually looked cool. The guy in the middle of the speech bubble. Gotcha. Lots of the cooler and creepy forest town aesthetic. Interesting. Interessant. Alright guys, final boss time. Let's go. There he is. Let's just make peace with our gods. Ouch. Did you fucking not, though? God, I hate this. Oh, good. Just scored a goal on myself. What a fucking fun time to be alive. Great, 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 great. I'm so happy and excited about Soccer Kid. You're so aggressive, Soccer Kid. Why are you so this way? What? Okay. I guess that... alright, great. Hey, could you maybe don't? Why do I suffer health in this fucking game? And you guys, you're just fine. Fuck you, soccer kid. What? Call shenanigans. God, he's so hard. Ugh, satanic little boy. Hate him so much. He also just tackles you, and you can't do shit to him. Okay, I got my 6 pillows and my blankets and my doggo sleeping next to me. I'm good now. Well, I'm glad you're good. Oops. Hey, you gonna do something, buddy? You gonna like get out of that corner or what? Okay, that seems unnecessary. Sir, sir, sir. This kid was fucking created and sent by Judgment to torment my life. Oh, Judgment is, by the way, the basically the community accepted name for the evil entity in this game. Whoops. You satanic little boy. May I post a screenshot of the game? Probably. As long as it's not a gigantic broken link, because we've had 2 of those this stream. And I just like to hedge my bets and stop those before they happen. It's not a huge gigantic broken link. Who'd have thought? Oh, interesting. It's very unique. Hello, Freddy Frogger. You look unique. Why isn't this kid fighting for the community? Cause he's just a boy. He's like, I'm imagining he's under 10. Like, I think this kid is like maybe 6. But I think that's pushing it. But like, honestly though, should I just start using guns? Let's just start using guns, huh? How about that? What, that kid? Can we use guns here? I actually have no idea. Can. I actually had no idea. Ooh, that was nice. It's very odd and very dark game, but it's weirdly charming. We beat it on stream today. Chapter 1 only took us like an hour and a half. Oh, is it like episodic? Ooh, how about that shit, soccer kid? How about it, you fucking wank? Whoops. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh god, he tackled me. Hey, hey. You, Satan. No! The thing blocked it. I'm mad about it. So close. No! Hey, could you fucking... Could you just fucking pretend to not be a genetically engineered super beast whose only purpose is to defeat me at soccer? That'd be really just cheeky. I won! Okay, honestly, straight up, that usually doesn't happen first try. That takes, most of the time, a couple fucking attempts. Oh my god. Hey, that wasn't... Oh my word! Fos! I guess it rolled over. Why? Why does it do that? I'm gonna have to do a lot of fucking testing off stream. For some reason, my alerts are overlapping for anyone who wasn't here at the beginning of the stream, and I was getting mad about it. Foes, thank you for resubscribing with Twitch Prime for your 4th month. Thank you so much. That bug is still there. I have no idea what the fuck the reasoning is. Because the only thing that the sound is supposed to be coming from is the alert box. It didn't previously come from the thing that I suspect it's coming from. Because the sound is supposed to be coming from your alert box widget or your alert box plugin. It seems to also be coming from the jar plugin, which it just shouldn't be. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some testing off stream. It's annoying me. Hey guys, guess what? We can go on to the last area. Hey, what's up? Gotcha. You too. You seem like this kid breaks the rules at multiple occasions. Well, in his defense, there aren't any written rules, so kind of gets a free pass on that one. Aw, come on now. All right, so final area upcoming. Everybody's favorite area. Favorite area, everybody's. I'm so excited. Oh, is a night? Oh, I should have read that. I definitely didn't notice that it was a night thing. Night's great. Night's amazing. Frick, I think BioVix, BIOVYX, another artist friend of mine, also did a really amazing Soccer Kid art. It was just fantastic. It was so good. Night Margin in general has really, really, really good Hyper Light Drifter fan art. In fact, if you look up Hyper Light Drifter, there's a good chance you are going to see fan art from them. Because they love Hyper Light Drifter. Hey, Lonnie Llama. My body is ready for the final area. Mine is not. My body may be ready, but my heart is not. If you catch my meaning. Wow, there's sure a lot of bones, huh? What about these bones going on down here? Oh, I see it. Okay, I see the secret. Yeah, so we never visited here because there was no point. You had to do north, west, and then east in order to fully unlock this whole situation. Why? There is clearly a thing here? That's... okay. Oh. Weird. Okay. I like this place. This place is not indicative of what South will be like. I promise you that. Hey, if you haven't played Hyper Light Drifter and you don't want spoilers, now's the time to check out. Go buy this game. You've been warned. Oh, you're good, guys. I mean, that was like, there's only a handful of really, like, Hyper Light Drifter is a good game, and I value the experience of playing it on your own. But there's only a handful of key events that happen, and that was definitely one of them. Guardian died. The man who presumably saved our lives and took us into his home passed away, and he gave us his cloak, which we will wear for the rest of the game, because you fucking have to. You're not allowed to not wear the cloak for the rest of the game. That's just a rule. That's just a rule. I don't make the rules. And also, it's probably one of my favorite cloaks, like, aesthetically, so it all works out. It's sad. I like the navy blue cloak. I like this one. The saddest... So, the community is commonly referred to these robot guys who do all your healing and scan stuff as sprites. And the most fucking tragic thing in the world is just how loyal the sprites are. I mean, I know that they're robots and they're just, like, supposed to hang out near you, but, like... I also like the headcanon that this sprite just refuses to leave his side. Even though you can technically, you can change your sprite. But I refuse to, because I like to imagine that the sprite stays with Guardian. Anyway, welcome to South Lizard Place. Here's a lizard man. He's gonna tell us about a bunch of bosses. So this area is by no means large on the outset, but it has a lot of underground places to explore. Pardon me, I'll just be making this noise for the rest of the playthrough. That's a cool WizKid. WizKids are my fave. Yeah, anyway, most of South is just exploring these, what feel like very corporate, like surprisingly corporate areas. Whoops, god dang it. Because look, they've got like statues. Oh, here are things that we can. Oh, there's a secret back there. Let's go back. And as per usual, the fucking music is just amazing. Surprising no one. Hey, you're definitely not collecting all of those. No? Okay. Oh. Why didn't I get his health pack? That seems like a smart idea. Whoops. Whoops! And these are the big skell boys that jump on your butthole, presumably, I think. Looks like... Well, they're not skele boys, but these look like the skeletons of those boys. So, we can make a couple leaps in logic and assume that they were created here. Also, you need all the keys for that, so... Get hacked if you don't have them. Wait, do I need... Not really. Hey, Mallory, what's going on? My favorite, I hope I can manage to do it. My favorite thing is deflecting every single one of those bullets back at one of these robots as soon as they fire them. Dang it. Well, probably not gonna happen. Because it does enough damage that I think sometimes it kills them, plus your slash, if you're close enough, so. Working and lurking, just to pop around as I go. Gotcha. Well, thanks for popping in. Oh, and these are all the skeletons of all of the 4 animal races. We got the bird people, we got the otters, we got the lizards, and we got the Rakens. We don't see much of the Rakens. They were presumably killed out in the war, but there was that one that was unsealed from a crystal. Ow. I always thought the guys who have swords, I thought they were more close to, I never took them as raccoons. I always thought they were, Alti's race, alternate drifter, more of a dog race that is not mentioned. Because they don't have the same, fur texture, or fur color, rather. That's what I always took it as, but the beauty of this game is that you can interpret things as you will. I'm thinking of preparation for my birthday stream fairly soon. People wore me down, so I'll actually do something fancy for streams then. Nice! Well, I hope it's a good time. I just kind of forced all my friends to jump in a call with me and play some bullshit with me for an evening, and I had such a fucking good time. I still have my my birthday stream archived, so if you want to go look at that whole fun mess, you can do it. It was very, very fun. I had a great time. Everyone poopy to death? Not quite. That's not exactly what happened. Oh wait, in this game or like what happened on my birthday? Because yeah, at least one of those things is true. Can I make that jump? Probably not. Huh! I love crushy cubes. Whoops! Well, that's what you get. Ow. We're little blob mouths. Don't like you. Ow. Oh, you fucker. Okay. Please restart at the beginning of that room? Great. That's easy peasy. I got this. I got this. Whoops. Ow. Ouch. Oh, this is a cool room. It's the one and only mimic of anything in this game. It's super cool, in my opinion. Oh, I just jumped into my death. I love it. I do Super Mario Party, follow it up with more games later. Make it a big one. Nice. Yeah, I would have, man, I would have played Super Mario Party with, my friends, but they all don't live near me, and, that fucking game doesn't have online. God, it's so irritating. Please, please, Nintendo. Please get with the times. My God. Okay. I don't remember this being this ridiculous, but it is. I guess they don't like money. Yeah, I would have bought that game day one if it had fucking online support. Can you fucking not? Oh, Jesus. Okay, well. Ouch. Great. I'm looking forward to dying. It's gonna be great. God, I hate this type of enemy, like, behavior where they like just stay just out of your range, but not like to a point where it would just be impossible for you to reach them. No, no, no. Oh. Oof. Nice. When's your birthday, Malu? Anyway, yeah, this is a cool boss. I really like that they pulled a mimic. I like games that literally have exactly one mimic. That's the perfect amount of mimics to have in your game. Like, set the precedent that there are no mimics and then completely thrash that expectation. 17th, nice. Why, hello there. Handsome gentleman. Good to see you. Get it? Because it's eyeballs. Goodbye. FF12 has way too many mimics. I actually like FF12's mimics because they're a unique mimic. I agree that there's a lot of them, but I like them because they're not just a treasure chest. Functionally, they are, because the thing that you search, like, they are imitating the thing that you search to get a, an item in a certain area, but they look really unique. And I actually like that mimic design a lot. We were a bunch of lizards, and then we found a fucking square in the floor. And then we poked and prodded at all this pink goo, and for some reason that lizard over there drank it. And then this fucker broke out. And it was a bad scene. Alright, bye. Just too often, so I caught on. I mean, like, I think the first 2 times you see a mimic in the area that at least I got to in FF12, like, you realize, oh, this is just a mimic lair, basically. Actually, literally. And at that point, it's like, oh, okay, this is no longer a thing that is surprising. Ouch. Oh, I meant the crystal mimics? Hmm. Yeah, I haven't gotten terribly far in FF12 in any of my attempts to play it, so. Yeah. Oh, you know what I probably should have at this point? Maybe the fucking shield dash would be nice. Hey, maybe we should go back and get that, huh? We're early enough that we're not gonna lose a lot of progress by doing that, so let's go do that. 12 was my fave, but I can see why it isn't the most popular. Scaredy, how many FFFs have you played? Out of curiosity, what is your resume of FFs? Because I like FF12 a fair bit. It's just, it loses me really quickly. For some reason. I think it's clear that 2 of the main characters are inserts so that younger kids can relate to them. And I don't like them that much. Especially in my adult age. I didn't find them terribly interesting when I was a kid either, so... Hey, friend. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. In Dark Souls 2, there was one Iron Chest mimic, and I was leery of it, presumably. Or leery. I tried to check a bloodstain and opened the chest. Ah. Taxes is going. Oh, fun. Oh, joy. Oh, rapture. How are you doing? I'm doing great. I'm playing Harbor Light Drifter. I like this game a lot. I love this game, in fact. And I'm happy to be playing it and showing it off to people who might otherwise not know about it and should buy it and play it. I played 1 NES, 1 PS1. You don't have to list. You don't have to list different entries that you've played on different consoles. NES ROM hack, 3 remake on DS, 7, 8, 10, 12, 13, and some tactics. Oh, Scaredy. Please go play FF9. Please go play FF9 and commit to a tactics run. Those are 2 of my favorites. But you've played a fair bit, so you have every right to claim FF12 as your favorite. FF12's neat. FF12 was very neat. I actually didn't get the shield my last playthrough because the shield likes to drain my juice. It was a problem on the guy with the Gradius options. Ooh, jars. I love them. Smash them. Drink the contents. Delicious. FF9 is very good. FF9 is amazing. Similarly, in my opinion, to each their own. I'm gonna say it's the second coming of Christ because to each their own, and that game's old now, so who's to say? I mean, I know it aged well, but who's to say that like somebody with like modern sensibilities is gonna be like, brr, it looks all janky though. It's like, well, yeah, the backgrounds aren't so hot because they don't scale up very good, which is frustrating because those backgrounds were originally made in HD and then downscaled to standard def. Ugh, they were made at such high resolutions. If you've played FF9 and you hate that most of the modern places you can play that, like on PC and on Steam and on Switch, have really shitty backgrounds, go get more frustrated and look up Final Fantasy IX high definition backgrounds, because literally they were made in HD and they're fucking gorgeous. But presumably like they can't find all of the source files for those HD backgrounds, so they just got a deal. These old school stuff is what makes me want to play it. Well, please, because FF9 is the return to form Final Fantasy. FF9. Oh, hello. FF9 is the FF9 is the Breath of the Wild of Final Fantasy. Hello. Please die. Well, fuck. This is gonna go really well. I just got here and I have to say, yes, play Final Fantasy IX. Yes, please. It's on Switch now. You can grab it on Steam if that's where you prefer to play it. I have a couple issues with those versions, just that the backgrounds don't scale up good, but the fucking main character models, all of the models look great, but the main character models in particular are fucking amazing. Looks so good. I just wish those backgrounds were better. That's all. This is another area from the preview. The preview that I played was, it was an area that aesthetically looks like this. I still have the preview on my computer, but it is not this area. It is drastically different. Yeah, FF9's great. Everybody please play it. I want to stream it someday, but I want to get all my RPGs branding sorted, because that's a thing that I want to do. And consistently do, and have branding for, because I'm a crazy person. Hey, I see that gear bit. I want it. Probably a fucking lever under a bunch of bullshit. Whoops. Oh, I see it. I see it. Where? I can't see. There, diagonally. I want to do 9, but I want to do it when I don't have Otherlord. That's totally valid. I get you. There's only so much room for, like, really, really big games. Because I was playing through Horizon Zero Dawn, and I was loving it, and I was taking my time with it, and I was just having a good old time with a an open world game, free roam. I guess that's technically... Oh, boy. I guess that's technically accurate. What am I doing? Why? Why, though? What? Oh, I see. Yeah, I get you. And then I started playing Sekiro, and now I'm like... I haven't lost interest in Horizon Zero Dawn, it's just like... Now I have drastically refocused my attention on, Horizon Zero, or not Horizon Zero Dawn, Jesus Christ, Sekiro. Not that they're both open world exploration games, but they're both kind of big games. 9 does have some real long spots between saves, totally. That is mostly fixed in modern versions, because there's the continue function. It's not flawless, which basically loads you into the most recent room you've been in. And you don't need a save technically. Obviously, you should probably use saves, but yeah, the continue function lets you load into a very recent room, if I recall how that works correctly. Whoops, I meant to do this. Hey. Yeah. It's a goodie. Hey. I want to stream it, and I have very limited stream time. Gotcha. A few hours at least, for sure. I remember, I have a very vivid memory of, being at, a kid in our neighborhood's house. He was the reason that I got a PS1, because he had FF9 and... Fuck! He had FF9 and Mega Man Legends, and that was basically my jumping on point for PS1. What the fuck? Where am I? Jesus Christ. And he was, like, it was late, and he was in a very climactic part of the game, and he was just like, oh my god, please just give me a save. And I don't think you could skip cutscenes either. And he was just trying to skip cutscenes to try and get to wherever he needed to be. Oh boy, there's a whole thing. Well, that was quite the setback. Why haven't I followed you? I don't know. Okay, gonna do that. Please do. There will be an alert for it. Maybe we'll get some good RNG. That seems needless. This area's got some good pink going. You should have seen West. West was pinked. Oh! Pink to the max. Oh, please don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me dead. This seems suspicious. Ah! And my laptop broke a bit. Good thing we have chat logs on stream here. Yup. Didn't miss a thing. Well, I'm glad. Well, good. I'm glad. Yeah, not sure why the game didn't load me back into this room. That seems punishing. Ow. Jesus. Oh, Lord. Please don't kill me and make me do all that again. Whoops. Hey, we did the thing that I love doing, but failed to show off at one time. Can I ask again, or did you say no visit? May I show off my emote that got published? I love it. Yeah, of course. Use of good pink can make me like scenes. Yeah, for sure. I relate to this. What's going on in here? That looks yucky. What the fuck was the point? Oh, I see it. Gearbit. Gearbit back here. Can't really see. Oh, it's Easter. Happy Easter. I was thinking about doing Easter themed emotes, but I can't. I don't have the wherewithal. Or the forward planning. Also, something totally spawned in, and I'm gonna go back to a place that was previously unoccupied by enemies to find many enemies. That's a good emote, Sketcher. It's very cute. Look at these fucking just real-ass filing cabinets, or safety deposit box. Meanwhile, there was a man being operated on in the middle of this safe. Oh, lordy. Whoops. Trying to be a cool guy. It's not cool. Danganronpa makes a brutal murder aesthetic, and that's so freaking weird. That does seem a bit odd. Ow. Whoops, I want my shotgun, please, and thanks. Love when you get a good deflect. Feels good. Feels good, man. Oh, is that it? Oh, just a health pack? Heck. I just try to do it slowly. I plan to do every other holiday for 2 years or so. Then after I get through the US holidays, such catch up on the rest. Ah, I see, I see. Yeah. Whoa, wait. Okay, for a second I was like, is the game gonna let me use that from over here? Because that seems like cheating. It will not. I was being vivisected, or he was being operated on and the power went out due to the war? Probably. Probably. You know, the war. As in Mano. Etc. I kind of glossed over it, but there was one of those blue mans. There he is. One of these blue mans in that we saw crystallized in this tube. And so there's speculation that this is where Drifter came from, and any like blue-skinned individuals. It's also speculated that, I forget what they're called, but all these like jobber green guys that are also in the tubes are also variants of the same creation, or at least they were made in the same place. It's not clear how Drifter got out or whatever, but or how Drunk Man did, but oh god, this is a whole fucking thing, huh? Like these guys, it's speculated that they're somewhat related to Drifter. At least in Origin. This game has good UI, or HUD? Meant HUD. Yeah, I agree. It has almost no HUD. I say almost because there's definitely a HUD. Ow. But it goes away when you don't need it, which is nice. Ow. Ah, he did the thing that I was gonna do to him. I love good HUD design. I like it too, I just don't notice it as much. I understand though. I understand and appreciate good HUD design. HUDs only are complicated when games is too complicated to begin with. Yeah. I mean, it depends. Like, a complicated game can have very minimal HUD, in my opinion. I'm trying to think of a good example of that, but I'm definitely lost. But I understand what you're trying to get at. What the fuck? Why is this one still pink and glowy? HUD design depends on lack of intuitive gameplay. Yeah, for sure. Most of the time, the HUD is there to inform you of a thing. Like, one of my favorite HUD designs is Dead Space. Dead Space has your life bar in like your spinal cord, which is a cool future thing. It's just neat. It was just a neat idea. So you don't have to have a HUD in that game. I mean, you have a lot of other things that function as your HUD, like your "I'm a dumb idiot" line, which is one of my favorite things in games. You just fucking point your hand at the floor and it shows you where you need to go. Dead Space HUD is clever. It's great. Breath of the Wild is good. Just in general. Yeah, this looks like a transitional period. An intentionally laid out transitional period of these three entities. I'll smash all these plastics just for fun. Oh, are we all supposed to gather that they eventually become these nasty monstrosities? Maybe. But yeah, Dead Space HUD is cool. I'm trying to think of I'd love to hear some other good examples of like HUD design. I can't think of any at the moment. I definitely know a couple just from playing video games. I really do like a clever HUD. First of the day, I saw that. I think you posted that in my Discord. You posted it somewhere. I did see that. It was cool. Oh lord, this is a lot. Goodbye. Can't deal with this. Let's just top up. Oh, whoops. I don't know, all the Armored Core games changed based on the manufacturer of your head part. That's super neat. I like that a lot. I like that a ton. I know nothing of this game. Moonlighter graphics? Yeah. Please play Hyper Light Drifter. I've been saying it this whole stream through. Everybody please add it to your wish list at the very least and grab it if it's on sale, because Hyper Light Drifter is amazing. And I really, even if you've watched me play a bit of it, there's value in your solo experience. Okay, don't like this. I don't remember if I can deflect those, but it did look like I didn't get hit by a ton of those things, so there's that. Whoops. Well, what are you gonna do? Oh, okay. How much is it and where? Steam. It's on it's everywhere. PS4, Xbox, Steam, Switch. Switch has actually additional content, but I haven't. I was actually gonna buy the Switch version, but it wasn't in the cards. Hey, sir? Archerman? I need you to heck right off. You just do me a solid and heck the heck off. Alright then. Does it work with the keyboard? Yep. It does. I recommend playing with a gamepad, but it does work with keyboard. Comic Jumper had a character icon that expression would change and lose color as you took more and more damage. Interesting. I've never played an Armored Core. Metroid Prime is amazing. Metroid Prime is good. It's just, I think it can get away with a lot in the same way that Halo can, where it's just like, oh, it's the inside of your HUD. It's literally your heads-up display in your visor, which doesn't necessarily make for a very simplistic HUD. It can be very busy. And I've been hacking around with those games the last couple days, actually. I booted up the Prime on, Can I, like, explode these so that I don't have to fucking worry about them? I booted up the first Prime on the Dolphin. Oh lord. I actually booted up Prime Hunters because I thought I still had my little thumb nubbin that you can get with Great. This is going really. Oh, and I just drifted off the fucking edge. I booted up Prime Hunters in a DS emulator because I thought I still had my little thumb nubbin that you get with Prime Hunters that lets you use the analog stick on the touchscreen, but I don't. So I was like, I'll see what emulation, how valid emulation is in terms of like the control scheme. And if you remap the buttons, Metroid Prime Hunters is just you can just play that game with like a regular ass controller. And it's very neat. Great. Hey, Crystal Pink Studios, what's up? Gamepads are nice. I like to learn different ways to play games, so I try to get awesome with the wrong tools. That's an interesting practice you have there, Sketcher. I just fucking hate mouse and keyboard because it hurts my hands to do. So why would I do that to myself? It seems like a bad idea. But to each their own. I don't want to discourage people from playing games the way that they want to play, because people so often do that to me when I'm like, I play this PC shooter with a controller, and people are like, fuck you! I'm like, well, hey, guess what? I'm literally better than I would be than I am with a controller. So I don't want to hear it, basically. So I try not to get on people's cases for how they choose to play. Ow. Ow. Dang it, I'm fucking dead. Great, I love it. Nothing much. Sick as shit, but I'm alive. Oh no! Sorry to hear that. What about you? I am not sick as shit, and I am also alive. So we got that much in common. Now I can think of now that I'm trying to think about it. Well, that's I don't know what you would call that, but that's a thing that feels like it constantly happens to me. If somebody asks me to, hey, name your top 10 best games of all time right now without thinking too much about it, I'm like, oh, upon asking that, I have forgotten every single game that has ever existed and that I have ever played. So there's that. Also, I'm noticing you very quickly run out of juice in this fight. I don't appear to be able to shoot those mines. I think I just have to dash through them. Come out the other side, okay. Oh, good. What good maneuvering. As long as you're having fun, play with the TK Bongo for all I care. Yeah, play with a fucking potato. We don't care. I got around a bit more before bed. Have a great night, all. Love you. All right, see you, Sketcher. Thanks for popping by. My brain also has that feature. I'm glad to hear I'm not the only one. I will just forget all information pertaining to the thing I've just been asked, so. Jesus. Being alone, sleeping, and drinking fluids, I'm trying to convince myself to make mashed potatoes so I have something in my belly. Please eat a food. If you have that option, please eat a food. I don't know, I guess this gun's powerful. Oh, you can detonate... Okay. You can actually hurt him with his own mines. Which is fun. I'm gonna die. I love it. Dang it. Oh, come on. Heck. Armored Core 5 has this weird model HUD. I know, I hate minimaps how most people make them. Yeah, I don't know, it depends on the game. Like, sometimes it's completely worthless. Great. I love it. Do my roommates invite someone over that I'm not pleasant with and I really don't want to interact with them? I understand your feeling, Crystal Pink. 100%. There are two people they know, look and sound familiar, but differences. One has been very disrespectful. That fucking sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. I do understand that sentiment, especially when it's like, somebody has been invited into your living space and you just don't want to engage with that people. And it also sucks because usually, depending on your living situation, that will limit you to your room or some other space where you can't, like, I don't know, for example, let's just think of a wild example, can't make mashed potatoes, for example. Which is just awful. Sin, really. Great. Jesus. I'm gonna fuck this up at 3 health. There we go. Good news, this map says very little. Yeah, this map is... I think the only instance where this map is worth it is actually underground because it breaks up the segments. And even then it's vague as hell. It's completely worthless above ground. It's just vague shapes. It gives you a vague idea of the shape of a zone. I think that the map in Hyper Light Drifter is basically functionally worthless. Aside from teleporting and telling you the general area where modules might be, I think it's really, really worthless. Everything on your map, and it takes a lot of the exploration and discovery out of it. I agree, but I think that Hyperlight is the wrong end of it. I think Hyperlight has too little information and also what seems like incorrect information to me. Why, hello. Hi there. I'm gonna choose to ignore this. Like, Hollow Knight is a really good example of an amazing map. It doesn't tell you too much. You fill out the map yourself. After launch, you can get those pins and you can put them down in places that are of interest to you. Hollow Knight has a great map. But I also don't think Hyper Light Drifter actually has a useful map. Like, the only times is when I'm underground and I'm like, I guess this is a room and it has a north exit? I guess? But most of the time, I never use it. This game called Miasmata, where making the map is a core mechanic. Yeah, there was something like that in Legend of Legacy, but that game is weird and not good for a lot of reasons. I was really excited for that game. It has a great art style, but it sucks. One of the main things is exploring and selling the maps that you make of an area. Hollow Knight's map is great. All right, well, we did it. Wait, are we like done? How many modules do we have? That feels weird. Not having all 4 modules? Can you advance without 4th one? Because we technically activated the pillar, right? I haven't played Metroid Fusion. I've played very few Metroid games in general. And I want to kind of do them in chronological order. And because I can't play... Oh, hi, Guardian. Whoops, sorry. Sorry, whoops. But I'm not going to go back. I'm going to stick around here for a minute. The center isn't beating? Ah, it's got to be powered. Okay, yeah, I gotta find another thing. Ow. Believe I need keys for this. Nope. Skipping it. Well, yeah. I've played Zero Mission. I've played Zero Mission and I've played a fair bit of Prime. Oh, good lord. Well, there's our final thing. But I don't have a Wiimote anymore. I borrowed one and then I didn't have it anymore. Jesus Christ. Did you guys know I'm bad at this? But I want to start inquiring as to friends' potential Wiimotes that they don't want to use anymore. Jesus Christ. Ah! I'm sorry I'm trash at this. What are you gonna do? No! No! How am I so bad at drifting? Well. Great. This is going really well. But it can't live up to what people will praise it and just warning ahead of time. Yep. Oh, thank goodness. I thought I was gonna spend literally all of my health packs grinding away at getting this one module, and then I would have been embarrassed. I would have been so embarrassed. Oh, good. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever play the original Final Fantasy VII. I can't possibly enjoy that game as much as people have told me that I will enjoy that game. Because I've played FF9, and in my opinion, FF9 is fucking... Like, it's literally... I don't know. I can't say. I haven't played enough of FF7. I played a little bit. I can't say definitively, oh, FF9 is better, but, like, I can tell you that from what I've seen of FF7, which isn't a little, I've seen a lot, because you just see a lot from the cultural zeitgeist. FF7 setting is not as interesting to me as FF9's, just from the outset. Alright, let's go back. What is what? What? Oh, that's Judgment. That's Judgment. Judgment is a maybe metaphorical embodiment of your sickness, or a literal one. Think about that for a minute. Seven and Ice, I have my PS1 copy still. I just can't. I'm sure it's fine, but, and I'm willing to, like, I acknowledge its place in history, for being like this cool 3D game when people didn't know what the fuck polygons were. But I just don't think I can possibly ever enjoy that game to its fullest. Like, even as somebody who like grew up in that era, I don't think I could enjoy it that much. So hey, we're about to do the finale. However, I'm going to, I wish I had a controller that vibrated, because when you sit on this, it pulsates along with these lights. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick, and then we are going to fight the final boss. So stay tuned, and I will return soonish. Actually, let's go sit by the guitar guy so you guys have something to listen to. Is done at 420 lives. What a waste. Actually, that live counter is my follower count. It's functional. Actually, when it was first implemented, I literally had 420 followers. So it happened. Also, yeah, it's called Judgment. It's an entity. It is not literal judgment. But the community all agree that they call it Judgment. It's not just, oh, hey, it's a card. So I guess that's the name. It's just everybody has adopted it. We don't call it the Darkness or whatever. Can I afford fucking anything? I can afford one thing, but I don't actually know what I would want that to be. Another grenade? Right now, I feel very proud of that. That's something to be proud of. It takes a while to build up a following. Honestly, like, I've been at it for many years, and I'm not exactly like skyrocketing or anything. I'm pretty proud of all my follower numbers too. So I understand where you're coming from, Crystal Pink. I like upgrading the hand cannon, the big chonky pistol. Whoops. This boy. Yeah. I guess. I already have all the sword upgrades and stuff, right? Yeah. Oh, I didn't even read the 69 number. I was like, oh, that's just a number. We'll upgrade it. Whatever. What do I have to lose aside from my gear bits? Goodbye. '69 joke went over my head. I gotta be honest. Alrighty. Hey guys, it's finale time. If you don't want to see the ending of this game, the time is now to tag out. You have been warned. This game is amazing. I highly recommend you play it yourself. This is one of those games that I don't want people to have robbed themselves of their first playthrough by watching somebody else do it. However, if you want to stick around and you don't think you'll play this game, welcome. Oof. Oh no! I'm getting the sickies. Whoops! We're off to a good start. Okay. Man, I sure wish I hadn't catapulted myself off a ledge right before this boss fight. I mean, they give you ample number of health packs outside of the boss room, so it's not like huge threat. It's like the thing. So bad at this segment. It's been a while. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Hey, Judgment. Oof. Oh, I got fucked. I was doing so well. Doing so good. Anyway, here's the final boss. Here's the real final boss. I'm sorry that I lied that one time and said it was Soccer Kid. Whoops. No juice. Oh no! Oh, come on! I don't actually know what happened there. Weird. I think I occupied the same space as Judgment when he teleported in, so he just grounded me. I don't know why I took a hit there. Great, great, great. I don't know where I was in that. It's gonna be one of those times where my first attempt was gonna be the best one until I do it, isn't it? I can feel it. I see that diamond. Oh! Oh, come on now. Oh, I forgot about the third time. Why'd I do that? Oh, good lord. Oh, I got stun locked into the abyss. I think they added that, I don't know if it's just me, like, doing Johns or whatever, but I feel like they added that area where, when he's doing that projectile attack, where he's shooting at all the bunch of bullets that I can deflect back at him. I think they added that, diamond area that, like, will hurt you if you touch it. I don't think that was... Yeah, like that whole area that just fucked my whole shit up. I don't know that that was a thing originally. Well, what are you gonna do? Try again. Ow. Dang it. Oh, Lord. I think I was about to get stun locked into hell, and then I got lucky and he moved on to this phase. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Fuck yeah. Eat a dick.
All right, your chances are over. You're seeing the finale of this game now. So I'm attempting to drift and I cannot. Also, my healing boy is telling me to heal, and anytime you try and heal, he coughs. Basically, anything you try and do that isn't walking makes you cough, and also you just cough sometimes anyway. That was one of those times. Doggy. Doggy, come back. I hope you guys like good music. And that's Hyperlight Drifter. Ugh, God. I love this game. This game's so good. And God, this fucking song gives me the feels. Hey, thank you guys all for joining me. We're not done yet. We're gonna watch this whole credit thing. Oh, wait, I forgot you could fast forward the credits. Hey, guys, thank you all so much for hanging out and, watching me play this game that I really like. It's a relatively short, experience if you beeline it, but there is so much to discover and very many secrets, and, I hope I've piqued your interest. And, sorry if I took away a potential first playthrough, because I know I'm always mad when I see a game, and I'm like, oh, I watched that whole game. Ah, heck, that game looked like I would have liked it. But I hope that you guys consider playing this game, and they're coming out with a new game, and also there's going to be a hecking show, a series based on Hyperlight Drifter, and I can't even imagine what that's going to look like. Gorgeous, presumably. But yeah, this is all the Kickstarter backers, so we're gonna do this action. Add it to my Steam wishlist, so yee, it's a great one. There's a lot to discover, and you can really push the edges of the game, in terms of like discovering secrets and stuff. I kind of beelined it because I didn't want to like show off everything, and I also didn't want to be scraping the edges the whole fucking time, because I figured that would be boring to watch. But yeah, extra stuff like super laser. Yeah, there's also like an arena place that you can discover. There's all sorts of stuff, outfits that you can discover, and it's neat. Really, 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 really beautiful game that's relatively bite-sized if you want it to be, but also just like really worth exploring and taking the time to play. I held off on playing this game for so long because I just want people to play this game for themselves, because it's like there's something to be said for the lonely experience of exploring this world, and I value that a lot. It's why maybe for some parts of this I wasn't terribly talkative. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys found some value here. So yeah, guys, this has been Hyper Light Drifter. We're going to probably try, whoops, and find somebody to raid. Heck, nobody's streaming. Let's raid Octo. Unless anybody has any suggestions. Oh, Grim's streaming right now? Hang on. I don't follow him. Boop, 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 boo. Presumably, twitch.tv/Grim. Is Grim with 2? Okay, he sure is streaming. Okay. We are going to raid Grim. But, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I'm not sure what I'm going to play next. I'll have to figure it out. I was thinking Okami, but I want to do some things in that game. I think I want to beat it once or twice before I do a stream through of it, so that'll be a while off yet. But I'll probably put up a poll either in the Discord or on Twitter, so stay tuned to those things. Thank you all so much for hanging out and watching me play Hyper Light Drifter. I hope you had fun, and I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye.